everyone, this is episode 6 of Better Than Eddie. I'm FM Greeno, welcome along. So, things have been going phenomenally well, much better than expected. As you can see, we're 30 games into the season now, only 8 games left to play, and we're still hanging on to 5th place in the league. It's really unexpected. I did not expect the season to go this well at all. So, as you know, the initial stated aim of this was to try and do better than Eddie Howe did this season, which we've already done. There's no way we can be relegated. In fact, we're more likely to qualify for Europe than anything else. So I'm thinking it's probably an idea, rather than just running this as a one-season save, which was the initial intention, if we qualify for Europe, I think we'd better run another season and see how well we can do there. As you can see, Arsenal already have qualified for at least the Europa League. That's by virtue of having won the Carabao Cup, and they sit in 3rd in the table now and are likely to get one of the Champions League spots. So that's going to mean that in total there will be 7 places awarded for European competitions through the league positions. Now, like I said, we're currently in 5th. If we look down to 8th place, you find Leicester, who are 12 points behind us. So they'd have to bridge a 12-point gap in 8 games to overtake us and stop us qualifying for a European place, which I think is a really, really big ask. So so I think it's pretty likely we're going to qualify for one of the European competitions. I'd be amazed if it was the Champions League, but it could well be the Europa League. So assuming that does happen, my plan is to continue the save for another season and see if we can build the team a little bit more, see if the finances allow us to bring in some better players and improve our reputation. But for now, let's go and have a little look at the schedule screen, and you can see the ridiculous form we've been in that's got us into this position. As you'll remember, you were last with me for the Crystal Palace game, a game we won 2-0, and I was talking about how I was really concerned about the upcoming run of fixtures, not really expecting too much out of them. So what I did was kind of revert it to our more cautious formation, which relies on some pretty solid defending and to counter-attack pretty much as soon as we get the ball, and it has absolutely paid dividends. We've been on a phenomenal run of form. So the next game we went up to Manchester City, and as you can see, we beat them 2-1 at their place, which was great. Mepham scored early. Fernandinho, who's been a bit of a thorn in my side this season, pulled one back. But then Callum Wilson scored, and even though we went down to 10 men with 20 minutes to go, we dug in and held on for the result. After an international break, we then went to Arsenal. And really, we could have won that game by more than we did. We had loads of chances. We absolutely ripped them to pieces. We came away with a 4-2 win. One of those 2 that Arsenal got was right at the very end of injury time. So a bit disappointing to give away a goal that late on, but overall, I mean, you can't really be too upset scoring 4 goals away at Arsenal and coming away with a win. So that was great. We then played Liverpool at home, a 1-1 draw. It was a fairly fair reflection, I think. Liverpool probably edged it in terms of the stats, but I think we did enough to hold on and win a point. We went to Newcastle then after that and absolutely smashed them to pieces as well. They just had absolutely nothing coming forward, and we really dominated them, and I think 3-0 at least was a fair reflection of the performance. The last game we played at home to Brighton. This one's a little bit more disappointing. We took the lead twice in the game and were pegged back twice. It's a game that, on paper we should have been looking to win, given our relative league positions, but, I suppose a point is better than nothing, so, we'll have to take it. So coming to have a look at the squad for today's game, you'll notice we've almost got a clean bill of health. Jordan Ibe is out for a little while, but he's only really a backup option at this point anyway, so that's no big deal. As you can see here, David Brooks, he's actually been fit enough to make the bench on a couple of occasions recently and has made a couple of substitute appearances. Unfortunately, he picked up a little knock in training that's put him out for a few days, so he can't make the squad today. But it's good to have a player of his quality back for the run-in. Other than that, everyone's in fine form, everyone's fit and raring to go, and we're pretty much able to put out our strongest 11 for today's game. Talking of the form, Harry Wilson has been on fire recently. He's averaging an 8 in the last 5 games. Wilson more than a 7.7, even the keeper's averaging above a 7. So, I mean, that just goes to show what great form we're in throughout the whole side. So hopefully we can keep that up in today's game against Burnley. Let's get to that. So I'm really looking for a positive performance from us today. Like I say, it's good having pretty much our first choice 11 available. Lerma's only just come back from an injury, so he's not completely match fit. So whether he lasts the full 90 or not remains to be seen. Same with Mepham. He's been out the side a little bit with a knock recently, so his match fitness isn't quite there. But yeah, other than that, everyone's in really, really good shape. We started the game well. We're dominating the stats here, apart from the possession, which is fairly even, but no highlights yet at all. The first one comes to us. Ryan Fraser with a free kick. Pope with a good save, and it gets cleared out for a throw-in. That was a good effort from Fraser. Harry Wilson with a corner now, cleared there by Burnley, and that's the end of the highlight. Another one coming up here, so we're playing out from the back. Mepham up the wing to Smith, finds Gutierrez with a good amount of space in midfield. Harry Wilson now, knocks it back to Lerma, out wide to Fraser, he'll keep that in, gets across, and it's a great finish at the near post. Callum Wilson, his 19th of the season. A proper striker's goal, that. Lerma with a good ball out to Fraser, and he wasted no time in whipping it into the near post. Callum Wilson gets ahead of his man and beats Pope at the near post. And with 36 minutes on the clock, we're 1-0 up. If we can just hold on to that until half time, I think that's pretty good. And that's what we've done. So I think we can be fairly happy with our first half performance there. We haven't had to get shouty with the boys at any point in the game. So, but we'll remind them we don't want them to get complacent. They're only 1-0 up, and we'll send them out for the second half. Hopefully more of the same. Wilson with a corner here. It's cleared, but Ake and Wilson. Is he onside? No. It looks like he's going to be ruled out. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, Callum Wilson just standing in an offside position there. That's a shame. But we're still 1 up. Pope with a goal kick now. Picked up by Jay Rodriguez. Looks like Burnley are actually going to have an attack here. Goodmanson in a fair amount of space on the right there. Oh, and headed just wide by Rodriguez. So having bigged up Harry Wilson, he's not having the greatest game today, so we might be looking at taking him off as one of our substitutions in a minute. Gutierrez plays it into Fraser. Can he finish? Yes, he can! What a goal. He just waltzed through their defence there. Really nice goal. So Gutierrez knocked it into Fraser. Kind of a little 1-2. Fraser makes room for the shot and finishes easily past Pope. 2-0 up, and surely we're not going to throw this away now. Adam Smith's on a yellow, so we've got to be a little bit careful with him. I think it's time to make a couple of changes. So, I mentioned Harry Wilson wasn't having his best game, so I think maybe we will take him off and bring Danjuma on, and we'll swap him and Fraser around. And who else can we take off? Who else? I think maybe Lerma. We'll bring Zuccolini on. Fresh legs in that holding midfield role, protect the back four a little bit. I think Lerma's done well enough today, and like I say, he's coming back from an injury, so not completely match sharp. So here we are, just over about 10 minutes to go, and we're 3 up. Ake. That was a good dink in from Danjuma there, and Ake rose higher than everybody else. A great header, back across the keeper, into the corner. I think 3-0 kind of reflects the dominance we've had in this game. I think it's a very fair result. Again, lots and lots of players putting in good performances for us today. Here's Danjuma, another cross. Fraser, is he onside? I think he is this time. So that's his second of the day. And that's a really good finish. Gutierrez with the throw there. Callum Wilson out wide picking up that ball. Fraser just ghosts in between the centre halves and tucks it in. 4-0. Excellent. And so we're just playing out injury time now. And that's it, full time, 4-0, a very, very convincing win. You can see after that result, we've maintained our 5th place in the table. Not everyone's played a league game this weekend. It was the FA Cup semi-finals, so a few teams have still got a game in hand. But to be honest, I'd rather have the 3 points in the bag now than the game in hand. So we've now stretched that gap to 15 points above Leicester. I can't see them pulling that back to us, to be honest, especially not in the form we're in. So we're really, really on the coattails of both the Manchester clubs. We've played the same amount of games as both of them, and we're only 2 points behind. So who knows, if we can maintain this form, could we possibly sneak a Champions League place? I guess the way things are going, anything is possible. Well, let's go and have a little look at the schedule screen and look at the upcoming games and see where I'm going to bring you back. We've got an international break coming up now, so I've scheduled us a friendly over in Romania just to get some minutes into the legs of some of the fringe players, those who won't be away with their international squads. You'll see then we've got a run of teams kind of mid to lower in the table. Everton away, Watford at home, West Ham away. But I think the next game we'll come back for is the Villa game away. That will really give us a clear indication, I think, of how close we're likely to be to those Champions League places, and then to finish out the season, that's where we've got another little run of tougher games. We've got Leicester, Man United and Chelsea to finish the season. So depending on how close we are to securing maybe Champions League football, we might run through one or more of these games as well. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching the episode. It was a really, really great performance, wasn't it? 4-0. If you have enjoyed it, please consider dropping a like. Anything you can do to help me get up the algorithm a little bit is always welcome. Also, love to see any comments you've got, hopefully positive ones regarding this particular episode. But if there's any sort of feedback or hints or tips you have, I'd love to see that too. If you can consider subscribing to the channel and see more of this content. Obviously we have this Bournemouth save, and I'm running my save with the Indian national team concurrently too, which is pretty interesting. Finally, just thanks for watching. Again, hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all again very soon up at Villa Park for the Aston Villa game. Bye for now.